Hello everyone. Today I'll give a quick update on my account, talk about the trade results for the week, the S&P inclusion of Tesla, and finally my trades going forward for next week. So my account stands at 234,000 and that gives me over a 500% gain year to date. And on my main account that has the largest Tesla position, I'm up 1.879 million. I would like to thank the short sellers and all of the analysts with their kind of misrepresentations of Tesla. More than a million thanks. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to talking about my trade results. Okay, so this is my count as of Friday, after the close. So I was actually kind of expecting to keep the forward position that I had, even though it was in the money for December 18th. After hours, it was actually at 9 or slightly above 9, so I felt like I was going to actually keep the stock and this would expire worthless. But they ended up, they did assign that position, which is fine because after hours it was sitting at 9, so that's what I expected to open at on Monday, and I will be buying back that position, buying that short position back of 1,800 shares or maybe 1,300 shares, because I did buy an additional 500 throughout the week because I felt just if this was going to go in the money, I still want to maintain at least a 10% short position. In case there is a major downturn in the market, then I will have a gain on that and can close it out. And then that would allow me to then purchase some stock at a lower point with the theory that it will bring down all of the stocks if there is a market downturn. And so then I can use that gain to purchase additional shares when it's low. Additionally, this expired worthless, but my NVTA was in the money. So now I plan on turning around and selling call options on that position. So I'll have 400 shares that are assigned or 4 contracts. And so I'll probably put 2 of those positions at 50 and then another 2 at 55. The NVTA does not have weekly options, so I'll have to put a month out option for expiration on January 15th. And then lastly, Square, this one expired out of the money, so I just simply collect the premium of 300. On the 220 call, that was deep in the money. I was actually quite surprised by how much it went up. But Square does follow what the Bitcoin price is, and that went up quite substantially. And as a result of that, I did lose this last 100 shares of Square stock that I had. So I'll be looking to re-enter that around 215 or 220 again. Whether that'll happen next week or not, I'm not sure. I probably will do a sell put. But I haven't decided yet on that. So that pretty much covers what I plan on doing going forward for next week. And additionally, I will write another call option on NNDM. However, I may put that at $10, starting to trend very closely to $7.50. I do want to keep a small position on that. I probably won't increase my position, and the main reason is the maintenance cost on that. For my $2,000 position, I'm actually getting charged a maintenance of $1,500. So I'm not really being given much margin for that position. These are the transactions for the end of the week. You can see basically removed all of the expired option assignments. So it did assign the forward, the 18 contracts or 1,800 shares. Purchase those. What it actually did is close out my short position by buying those back going forward. It did sell my Square position at 220, minus the regulatory fee for that. And then it did assign the 400 shares of NVTA or the 4 contracts at 50. So I did purchase that as well. And so all of those options got cleared off. And then after those options get cleared off, then you can see positions that I have now on the account. So as of now, I only have these 2 positions that are going forward into next week. I will also be writing some call options on Tesla. I haven't determined what that price would be. I still anticipate that the Tesla shares will actually continue to go up. There's really not going to be much selling pressure from this point forward. If you looked on the 695 side, there was 269 million positions that were for sale, and that prevented it from going any higher. And the volume still increased dramatically after hours. So I really don't expect this stock to be going below 600. If it does actually reach around 600, then I'll probably end up buying some more, but not a whole lot. I actually like the margin balance that I have now. It's roughly about a third of my overall account value. I've been running it quite high for the last few months and much higher than I anticipate. But once that S&P announcement came, there was really no downward pressure on Tesla at that point. And so I felt pretty comfortable riding my margin up almost to the limit. But now that that's down, it'll probably hang around this 80,000 mark going forward, or roughly a third of the account value. Okay, and then the NVTA, I'll write call options on these contracts, maybe 2 for 50, and then another 2 contracts or 200 shares, 55. The NNDM, I'll write those for 10. And then the Ford, I will buy back that short position, and then I'll write a 2 week out for 850 on that. And then lastly, this shows my realized gain for December, which is standing at $3,200. My margin interest year to date has been $1,900. And my unrealized gain year to date is 180K. And then with the short positions, minus 5.9K. And most of that loss is associated with having a short position on Ford to counter in case there's any downturn in the market. And then lastly, my total realized year-to-date gain is 30K. And so that's pretty much all I have for today. All right, thank you.